Good morning and welcome to the iceHQ Ice Rink in Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia on Wurundjeri Woiwurrung traditional land for the iceHQ Next Gen 2025 Hockey Series here at iceHQ, brought to you by Amplify Accountants and Advisors for the Under-11s, Moat Mental Health Services for the Under-13s and USSCA for the Under-15s. And this is the Under-15s Consolation 4v5 game between the Brisbane Blizzards in the gold with sort of a bluish coloured sleeve, and the Melbourne Jets in the purple. These two teams have played once before throughout this tournament, and the last time they played, the Jets won 3-2, and that was on Friday. Players to watch out for in particular, Alex Corsa for the Blizzard, who has 2 points, and for the Jets, Marcus Sandy, who has been outstanding for the Jets as well. So they'll be underway very, very shortly. Chief referee tonight, Craig Armstrong-Frey, one of the most experienced referees in the country, doing a great job of keeping us all under control, so to speak, as we will have the puck drop in just a second. And we are underway. Face-off won by the Blizzard. They chip it through straight onto the stick of Bould, who tries to get a shot away, but there's Jets in the way. But battling through the middle now, the Blizzard trying to get the puck across into the sliders. There's a fierce battle for territory there, but the Jets look like they might just clear it out of the zone. They don't, though. It's now on the stick of the Blizzard, who fire the puck in. Chance there for a tip-in for Duffy, but it wouldn't quite go. Jets now looking to just put the puck through the middle of the defensive zone. A bit risky, but they get away with it. Is now coming up with some speed. Blasting through the side there. The Jets on the stick of Priday. But back check by his opposite number for the Blizzard, manages to break that one out, and we'll pick it now by Duffy. Duffy ridden deep into the corner, and the save is made from a poor angle by Elson McMillan in the net for the Jets. First stoppage of the game, 17 minutes. An unusual format today, 2 periods instead of the usual 3, 2 18-minute periods. This game is modified contact. You are allowed to check east-west, which means from side to side, but no checks from directly head-on. So modified contact rules for the under-15s. The pace certainly on. We just saw a great little game earlier for the under-13s that went to a shootout. But not relevant to these players, as now going back to pick the puck and wisely clearing the puck up the boards there was Spolajevic. But now the Jets come with numbers. Spolajevic makes the check. Shot fired, though. Nice chance there. Wang tried to put it across the front, but there was too much in the way, and it didn't quite go. He's battling for it on the boards and doing a good job of keeping the puck in. There was Arbertop, sorry. But now the puck goes across the front. It will be picked up by Uli, who clears the puck up ice. Didn't have anyone to pass it to, so he's dumped it deep. No icing the call. The Jets will have it on the stick of Casey, who's caught behind the net. And, just lost the puck there as the Brisbane team now have a chance. They fling it in from distance high. Lobbing it in there from the blue line was Spoljarevic. Now the puck behind the net. The Brisbane team with another chance, loose in the slot, trying to get a shot away, and they do. They score. Unmarked player in the slot, Alex Corsa. You just can't let a player sit there unmarked for very long, and you can see Corsa gets some space here on the replay. Way too much time, and then shot through a screen as well. And the Brisbane Blizzard have the first goal with 15 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the first. Lovely piece of play there. A little bit of a defensive lapse there by the Jets. Just let that player be loose. Loose player in the slot. Second best scoring opportunity in the game. The referee blows the whistle for an infraction. The winger there moved possibly a smidge before the puck was dropped. Understandable enthusiasm. It is a judgment call, but Armstrong-Frey was watching. Puck now, this face-off won by the Jets. Back to their D, who wisely chips it up the board, but doesn't get it past. But got through Mannix's feet. Puck loose in the slot, picked up by the Jets, who fling it in deep. It goes high and wide. Now it will end up on the stick of the Blizzard. Battling in the corner. They're stuck on the half board, just waiting for it. And we're going to have a whistle for an infraction, it looks like. Possibly Reece Martin. No penalty on that one. Just a reset. The referee lost sight of it and said enough's enough. Jets now, they want to get that goal back if they can after that early goal by the Blizzard. Picked up now by Corso, who goes around behind the net, gets a bit of room, looking up ice. He's got Bald there looking for it, can't get through instead. Just gets onto his backhand now, pauses, waiting for some help, plays up to the blue line there. Corso flings it in high, but it doesn't get through traffic. On the stick again, Corso, there's two of them, who this time puts the puck up high and it will hit the netting, and we will have a reset. So Corso to Corso. I guess we've never heard that one before as the Brisbane Blizzard pour on the pressure onto the Melbourne Jets. 13 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first of two. 1 goal the lead. 6 shots in the net so far for the Blizzards. So the ice definitely tilting towards the Darabin Creek end of the rink. The Blizzard chip the puck in again. Didn't get much on it there. Trying to get some power on that puck was Forrest, but didn't get as much on it as he would have liked. Forrest tries to chip it through again. Not effectively though. It's a good chance, but an awkward position. As now Corso is pushed into the corner, battling hard for the puck with the Jets defence, and they look to clear the puck out of the ice, up the ice now. The Jets with some speed, racing back quickly to make sure he shut it down was Aiden Forrest, doing a good job of getting back into the slot, who does wisely shut down the angle in the end. Good piece of reading there. As the Jets now start to pour on a bit of pressure, they manage to get it past the line. It gets up to Corso once more, who elects to go and get a change. So Brisbane changing now. Jets with a lot of real estate if they can use it. They're just a bit slow taking advantage of that. He's under 15s, not seniors. They go now into the corner, wrapping around the back of the net through Gretzky's office. And that's Wang, who takes a shot. Blocker save there, a beauty by Joseph O'Brien for the Brisbane team. Beautiful save there. It was some good pressure by the Jets. Now they look for a chance to break it up ice again. They've got numbers this time. The Jets, they're up fast, but racing back quickly now, the Brisbane team, and they shut down the option in front of the net. You can see they're not letting loose players there. Hudson Mayo was looking dangerous in the slot, but quickly shut down. And a glove save from a good angle by the goaltender O'Brien for the Blizzard. Jets have recovered their composure after the first couple of minutes where they were a little bit scrappy. And we are now 5 shots in the net for the Jet. Couple of nice saves there, Joseph O'Brien, including one beauty of a blocker save just earlier. Puck drop, face-off one by the Jets on this occasion, but they can't do much with it. Bolton there for the Blizzard was trying to do something with it, but comes up high onto the corner. It's just chipped back in by Wijmarine. But now it's on the stick of Corso, who tries to get around everyone. Push deep into the corner, bad angle, puts it across the front looking for a connection. Backhand shot almost there for Bolton. Now the Jets with a bit of composure in defence. They wisely play it wide. All the options there were cross ice. It's going to get picked, boys. And it did. Jets looking to stack the far side, and that encourages that cross ice pass, which is very risky out of defence. You can see the sustained pressure that Brisbane team were able to put on from that. And we have a whistle for something. One of the referees saw some infraction. No, that's a refereeing error, so we're going to have a reset in the middle, a face-off in the middle of the ice. Looked like maybe an accidental blow of the whistle, which causes the players to stop. The referee's, sorry guys, we make mistakes too. And the face-off. Just a warning there, and Sandy gets ejected from the face-off. Brisbane Jets players, they're not quite sure where they should put the puck on the face-off. And they get a shot from a distance. It goes through the 5-hole on the backhand. A cheeky little shot out of nothing. And the Jets have scored there through Marcus Sandy. It was a little backhand. Didn't have much on it, you can just see, but just through the 5-hole. Goaltender not quite prepared for it. O'Brien, who has been great so far, let that one through. I think he'd want that one back. But you can just see sometimes a shot which doesn't seem like it should go, will, and that's exactly what happened. Shots on the net, you score goals. Gretzky's rule number 1. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. The Brisbane team trying to put the puck in now. Another shot from a distance this time. O'Brien very careful with it as Corso picks the puck up. Just to get around the forecheck and does. Tries to play it up the boards, But there's numbers there for the Jets just pinching it off. But the Brisbane team clear the puck up ice. Going back now to pick it up, though, is Cooper Casey for the Jets with room. Goes behind the net. Wisely rims it to get away from the pressure. But the forecheck by the Blizzard is in tight. Loose player in the slot once more there, just floating around dangerously. Was bulled, but they couldn't get the pass to him. Jets need to own that space in front of the net. They're giving it away a bit too easily. The defence committing deep and trying to overpower the other team, but that does free up numbers. If you've got 2-on-1 somewhere else there's a 2-on-1 the other way around. And we have our first icing of the game. If you're not familiar with the rule of icing, if the puck is played from your half of the rink, in other words, your side of the line across the middle, and it crosses the goal line at the other end without anyone touching it, it is the crime of icing and you're brought back for a defensive zone face-off. Might not seem like a huge big deal because a defensive zone face-off is a great counter-attacking opportunity, but you're not allowed to get a change. The sting in the tail is that you may well then be quite fatigued. The attacking team can get a change if they want. The defending team cannot. You can see there some of the Jets players being pushed on and off as they not quite sure exactly what's going on. But the game resumes all the same. Shot fired there by Miller. Numbers on the back of the Brisbane jerseys a little bit too big to see. I know that sounds kind of weird. Puck loose in the slot, but luckily for the Jets, they managed to clear it. They've got to own that space in front of the net, the Jets. They're giving it away a little bit too easily. Keeping the puck in there on the blue line was Ivans, but this time doesn't manage to do so, and the puck now will be played back. Ivans now picks it up on the backhand, plays it cross ice away from the pressure. Got the puck up to Miller, who didn't clear the zone well. And now it's the Jets with possession breaking out through their zone, but they don't get it past Mannix, who dumps it across ice deep, setting it up for Uli to go and get. Couldn't get there first. Jets have the puck. They play behind the net. Not a bad option. Just reversing around, but they give the puck away again. Just trying to be a little bit too cute, the Jets. As the Brisbane team with a good forecheck, shutting that one down. They've got the puck in the slot, but now the Jets try and break it clear. Now they've got some numbers and some room. But just breaking up the movement there. Island was interfered with briefly on the stick. And they'll have to reset. Wijwadin now plays the puck up ice. Manages to find his partner, who loses the puck in the process. As they battle on the boards now in front of the net, trying desperately to do something there. Spalajovic couldn't clear the puck out and get it through. And now the battle on the blue line resumes, but it'll be picked up now by by Martin for the Blizzard, but loses it, and the Jets have the puck. It's being way too cute in the slot, though. They take some big risks, the Jets. But now they have the puck, but a nice poke check there, picked up beautifully by Gabriel Duffy, who now has a lot of room. Everyone laying back by the Jets, but this time they make the pick. If he didn't get a shot away, and the Blizzard will have to go back and pick it up. And that's Forrest now, who looks up ice. Commits the forecheck, plays the puck across the ice. Wisely, though, for him, or unwisely, I should say, that ended up being a pass. A pass to McIsaac, who said, "Thank you very much. You pass cross ice, I'll have that." You can see how it's such an interesting choice for a defensive player to make, because all you need is one forward to just poke their nose in there and pick it off, and they've got a straight line to the goaltender. On that occasion, not quite going. We did have a high stick, so the puck will be reset just outside the zone. Face off this time won by the Jets. It's McIsaac there who was battling for it but dispossessed. The dump in by Bould, who put it behind the net. The Jets being forced to go back and reset and pick it up. Again, the Jets just letting loose players float around. You can see Bould there for the Blizzard floating around high slot unmarked. Does it again. They're just letting him go. Do that too many times. Sooner or later, the puck's going to end up on that stick, and that's going to be another goal. So they've got to be mindful of that, the Jets. So these loose players you can see Jets all swarming behind the net, all chasing the puck. This time, though, they clear the puck out of the zone. McIsaac managed to get it clear. Trying to get a shot away from an angle, but it was a poor angle in the end as the Blizzards defence did a good job of shutting down the movement there of Ryan Wang. Now the Blizzard with a chance to shoot. Just flung it wide. It had something on it, but if it's not on the net, it's just not going to go in. The goaltender is not a funnel. And it'll be picked up now by Corsa for the Blizzard, who plays it up the ice, trying to find a connection there in Corsa. Corsa plays up ice, finds Bould. Bould tries to get a shot away, put the pass across instead, looking perhaps for Young. Young's deep in the corner now. You can see again the Jets just letting those players float around in the slot. Just waiting, and sooner or later Bould is going to get one on his stick and it's going to go. But now here come the Jets, and it's a little bit of fancy footwork there by Wang, but not quite enough to make sure the puck went with him. And now it's on the stick of Corsa. Corsa gets round the D, gets onto his forehand, shoots, and it goes wide. This time not able to keep the puck in was Pelagic, and it's on the stick now of Mannix, who just pushes the puck back into the neutral zone, but it comes back the other way. Mannix with another chance, goes behind the net. It's got a little bit of forechecking pressure, just enough to force a decision as the Brisbane team clear the puck out of the zone, but not as far as the last line of defence there. Wijwoudin, who now has the puck again, fortunately ends up on his stick, looks up ice, tried to find Ireland and did, but it wasn't clean. Rule was there for the Brisbane team. And they battle down the half-forwards, and the puck will end up behind the net for the Jets, just deep into the corner. They look to play up, and here they come with a bit of speed, going across ice, the top part of the defensive zone, making sure they stay onside the Jets. Puck goes wide of the net, and now it is the Brisbane team. Just fanning there on the clearance, though. You've got to get that puck on your stick. Shot fired in from a distance there by Maver, seen into the corner. As now the Brisbane team clear the puck out of the zone. It's on the stick of the Jets, who dump it in deep wisely as they organise a change. But now the Brisbane team clears the puck up at the zone, but it's stuck in the neutral zone. No one really wanting it. Finally, the Brisbane team decide they'll take it through Bould, I think that might have been. No, I tell lie, Miller. But now the Jets clear the puck down the other end. Referee has a hand up for an icing, and it will be. They played the puck on their own half of the rink and across the line at the other end. And you can see the players racing down there in a hurry. You might think, well, why are they doing that if the puck is clearly going to be an icing? It's because the team that did ice the puck can wipe the icing if they win the race to the puck. Now, it's not strictly speaking a race to where the puck is. It's a race to a point where the referee decides that the chasing player would get there first, and the decision must be made before the face-off circles. But in that occasion, Brisbane were there first for sure, so they do have to race back. But they can also get a change if they want to, whereas the Jets would not have been able to. 1 goal apiece with 90 seconds to play in the first. Jets clear the puck up the ice, getting past the poke check there of Corsa. Now barrelling in deep in the corner. The Jets looking to get the puck into the slot. Brisbane back in numbers, doing a good job of covering those loose players. And now with the puck on the stick, here comes Corsa. Puts the puck across the front, was looking for a connection with Bolton, but just fanning on the shot. It was a great pass. It's definitely the right option. Just Corsa there caught offside. No, referee saying not. They've got a better angle than I have. Now the Jets with a chance. They just chipped the puck through, but the puck played out of play. And with 45 seconds to play in the first, we are still tied up at 1 goal apiece. 10 shots apiece as well as the scorer sees it on the net. A pretty good period so far. I'd be watching out for Ryan Bould if he can continue to make that space in front of the slot. Just waiting for the puck to come across through to him. The Jets have been a little bit lax in protecting that space. The puck, though, this time for them is cleared out of the zone. Just 17 seconds to play. One last hurrah. Mannix now with the puck, plays the puck up ice. Jets now with a bit of possession. They've got a chance. 10 seconds. Can they get the shot? They've got to play a loose up high in McIsaac. Shot flung in by Wijwoudin, wouldn't go. With 2 seconds to play, Wijwoudin looks to resolve the problem and shut it down. And at the end of the first, we are 1 goal apiece. 1 goal to Alex Corsa from Ull for the Blizzards, and for the Jets, 1 goal to Marcus Sandy, assisted by McIsaac, and 10 shots on the net. They have their 1 minute break as the coaches get to say, come on guys, let's keep doing what we're doing. Or let's change a few minor things. There's not a lot you can do in what amounts to essentially a 45-second chat. It's usually just about maintaining composure and trying to keep your head screwed on. And we will see how the second period pans out The last time these two teams played, it was a nail-biter, with the Brisbane team, I think, winning by 1. It was 3-2 the last time they played. We're on target for that this time as well. We will see. We're about to resume the second period. This is the second of 2. Hockey fans will be aware that a typical game of hockey is 3 periods. These ones are 2 periods. And the ice will be a little bit slow too. They didn't get a cut before this game. We're going to get in cuts here every second game, not every game, to try and cram more games in the morning. Everyone wanting to, this tournament will be finished around about lunchtime today. We've got 6 games this morning to squeeze in. We started here at 6:30 in the morning. It's Melbourne time. Those of you from Perth wouldn't be too happy about that one, but it's not. That's not your problem. That's ours. Ireland now for the Jets looks to try and do something. Just a bit of a pause and create some space. As now the Jets look to play the puck back up ice again. A little bit of a battle there as Duffy ran afoul of Ireland and they ran into each other. The Jets looking now to play the puck up ice. They don't clear the zone though. Now they do. Finally they get the puck out of the zone. They run it in deep. Going back to pick it up now, Duffy for the Blizzard, who plays the puck around the back of the net, but not as cleanly as he would have liked. Now the Jets with the player loose in the slot, just loitering with intent. But now the Blizzard don't manage to get it up past the blue liner of the Jets there in, I think, U15. Good job that one of keeping that one in. This time though the puck gets past them and no icing on it. Racing back now to pick it up Friday for the Jets. Looks up ice, tries to find some good options. Doesn't have much. There's not much movement for him. But it's picked up there. Mayo who has it for the Jets. Surrounded by yellow jerseys though. Gets into a tight angle. Flings it wide around the back of the net. Watched safely there by O'Brien. Puck across the front. It's picked up now on the stick who winds and shoots. But the goalie makes a save there. Friday had a good chance. Puck loose. Was it just failing to clear? Spožarevic there just missed on the clearance that he needed to make. They'll make amends though, the Brisbane team, but it only gets as far as U15, who dumps it in once more. Now Spožarevic with the puck again. It's loose in the slot. Goaltender there. O'Brien's lost sight of it. Another shot comes in, but fortunate there for the Brisbane team. None of them were clean. This time it was. That was clean, and that's a goal. Flynn Island. Just confirm that one. Puck was loose in the high slot. A couple of fluff clearances, and you can see that it doesn't take too many mistakes to give away those great scoring opportunities. Goal there was scored by Flynn Island to take the Jets to a 2-1 goal lead. Just a little bit of indecision and some minor puck handling errors there behind the net there by the Brisbane team. And as a result, the Jets with an opportunity, and they made the Blizzard pay. It's said often that hockey is a game of mistakes. It's now dumping the puck in, getting past everyone. Eliul for Brisbane. Tried to put the puck into the slot, but ridden hard off it there by Marcus Sandy, who did a good job. Now the Jets look to clear it out, but keeping it in on the blue line there, Ivans. But still battling with the puck on the boards. Wang manages to get past though. There's Brisbane players racing back in a hurry to shut that one down. Puck comes up high, chance for the blue liner there for the Jets. They take a shot there through the stick of Abadov, but it wouldn't go. Now the puck now behind the net will be picked up, and just a chip up through the middle of the ice though there by Mannix. A little bit of an error. You want to play the puck up the boards around the back of the net in that situation. But the Brisbane team did a good job of owning the space in front of the net this time. Here they come now with a bit of speed. They find the feet of Mannix. Mannix is ridden hard off the puck. Still with possession though, still battling for it. Put the puck high. They take a shot from a distance. It's a tumbler. It goes just wide there. Wasn't a bad chance there for Corsa. Now they wrap around. Try to puck into the puck in the slot. There was Uli. Tries to get a shot, but this time that one goes wide as well. Nelson McMillan there for the Jets. Not tested by those ones. They didn't go in the slot. Now it's high slot. Chance now for Corsa, who fires through traffic. Good pressure there by the Brisbane team, but they couldn't get the shot on the net they would have liked. Corser now picks it up, has a bit of room. He'd be tired though, he's been on the ice a long time. Looks for an option. He's denied a lane, instead runs into Cooper Casey, who shuts that one down, gets back up onto his knees. The Brisbane team still with the puck though, to get it onto the stick of Bolton, who puts it across the front. Shot fired and scored. Reece Martin passed beautifully across ice there. Bolton saw the chance. There's that loose player drifting across the slot. You can see just manufacturing the space here comes Reece Martin into the slot. Bang, goal. Thank you very much. We are all tied up at 2 goals apiece with 13 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the second of 2. The Brisbane Blizzard, 2 goals, the Jets 2. What an absolute ripper that one was. Player in the slot. He's going to make you pay. And that's exactly what happened. Now the Jets come back looking to make amends if they can. The last time these two teams played, it was 3-2 to the Blizzard. The Jets would like to reverse that if they can. Puck through the high slot, gets onto the stick of McIsaac. McIsaac gets it across. Shot fired in by Pride, but it wouldn't go. Hamish Corser there waving a hand around looking for something. Puck's loose in the slot. Brisbane need to own that space a little bit better than they have been as well earlier on. That's where the goal came for the Jets. Just a little bit of indecision in defence. Now looking to clear it out is Polzarevic. Puck goes up onto the corner, flung in deep with a lucky bounce there, but it didn't go. It was Wijwadin who had a chance. Now the puck's going to come across. Wijwadin can't quite get there in time. The puck clears the zone. Has to turn and fling the puck back in under pressure. Jets all offside. They have to reset, which gives loads of time and space to the Brisbane team. Looking up ice now, Spolarevic, who plays it up the boards. But Brisbane have possession. Now they go behind the net looking to break it out cleanly, wisely up the boards. This time they play smart. Brisbane clear the puck out of the zone. They chip it through looking for a connection. Was very nearly onto the stick there of Bould, who's been very threatening but unable to score so far. Shot fired from a distance, saved there nicely. McIsaac had a good chance. Good save O'Brien, who just saw it into the corner. Not quite able to clear the puck out of the zone though, Bull, but now there's a chance. Racing back though to pick it up in there first, Pride. Pride plays it up the boards nicely, but doesn't get it past the pinching in D. It's on the stick of Duffy. Duffy puts it across, shot fired from a distance, went wide. There was a chance there for Brisbane, but they couldn't quite make anything of it. Now the puck goes behind the net. It'll be on the stick of Corser. Corser looking for, wouldn't you know it, there's Bould sitting in the slot high, unmarked. The Jets have let that happen all game. They've got to shut it down. Oh, cross ice and risky, but gets away with their Ivans. As Brisbane changing under pressure. Sorry, as the Jets changing under pressure. They're only 4 on. Risky time for a change there for McIsaac, but he was tired. Sometimes you just have to do it. Now here come the Jets with a bit of room. And that's Sasha Staskovic, but runs out of room. Puck fired across the front there by Pride, but it went wide. And now the Jets with another chance to try and put the puck into the slot, and better still into the twine. Dancing around everyone, but leaving the puck behind. Second chance now. Shot fired from a distance. Went across the front by Mayer. Now here come the Brisbane team with not much help. It's Corser being ridden hard into the corner. You can see how Brisbane are doing a great job of just getting into that slot. The puck came across, but it wasn't able to get all the way through. This time Jets defence in the way. This time Brisbane with the puck. Corser looks up ice. Gets past the first check, gets around the second one, pushes the puck in, but it'll be picked up by Casey, who has room. But offside was Brisbane. I think that may well have been Flynn Island, who was just a little bit casual getting onside. Casey was racing in with speed, and as a result, the Jets offside. 2 goals apiece with 9 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the second. This is the second of 2. There will be a result in this game. If it goes to all tied up at the end of regulation, we will have 5 minutes of 3-on-3 sudden death. Now it's on the stick of Duffy, who has 2 to beat. Tries to get onto his forehand, pauses. Puck goes back, but fanning on the shot there was Spolarevic. Wouldn't quite go. Coming back now with some speed is Ryan Wang. Gets past 1, gets past 2, shoots. Cross in front of the net, goaltender in the way, and we're going to have a penalty. Penalty's going to be on Brisbane, I think. quite sure what this one's for. Or was it an offside? No, not a penalty, just a reset in the middle. No, it is a penalty. In fact, it's a penalty shot. Interference in the process of actually taking the shot on the net. So we have a penalty shot now. The rule is the puck, once touched, must continue to move forwards. It's not allowed to move back, and you're only allowed a one shot. So all the players have to leave the ice, except for the player taking the shot, who in this instance is Ryan Wang. So everyone has to leave the ice, and eventually they do. So it's Wang versus O'Brien. Let's see how this one pans out. The puck must move forward at all times. Wang skates straight down the middle, tries to freeze the goaltender, does. But goalie throws in the right spot. And Wang's shot bounces ineffectively off the pads, and we are still tied up at 2 goals apiece. Nice work there by O'Brien, waiting him out. And quite often a good move to make in the penalty shot is to come in at the goaltender at an angle. At least that way you force them to move. And when the goalie has to move, the 5-hole opens up. The 5-hole is the gap between the goalie's legs. Skating straight down the middle, sometimes it works. Certainly there are plenty of goals scored on penalty shots from moving straight down the middle. But you don't give yourself a lot of options, and the goalie doesn't have to move terribly much. If you don't freeze them high, it often doesn't work. Face-off one there by the Brisbane team. They played across front and get away with it on the half-boards now. Shot tried to be fired in there by Ivans, but it goes behind the net. Jets now with a chance to chip it across into the slot. It's loose, but Jets with it, but Brisbane were there in numbers. Jets keep it in there through Wijwadeen, who flings it in. It's behind the net now on the stick of the Jets, looking for players in the slot. They've got them, but they're tied up. Good work by the Brisbane team to own that space in front of the net. They've done a good job on that on the whole. The shot was taken from the point without much on it, and O'Brien will just gobble that one up and say, not this time. And now the face-off with just over 6.5 minutes to play. Won by the Blizzard, who attempt to clear the puck up the ice. Jets battling for it behind the net, looking to play it up to their D. They find Friday, who has done well, but couldn't quite control it. Nice back checking there, though. Wijwadeen with a good poke check. As the Jets under pressure, though, in defence. Good aggressive forecheck by Brisbane, but unfortunately they bring each other down. They create some space. Friday comes up with speed. He's got lots of numbers. Takes a shot from the angle, but the save there made by O'Brien at the last. Brisbane were in a little bit of bother there. Their forecheck aggressive, but unfortunately they ran into each other and created a lot of extra space. Friday has some speed and tried to use it, but it wasn't quite enough to create the opportunity that they would have liked. And we have just over 5.5 minutes to play. As keeping the puck there, Casey Cooper for the Jets did a good job. Puck now deep in the corner as the Blizzard look to play the puck up ice, clear the puck out and see if they can get that goal. They don't want to go to overtime. They'd like to win it. They won the last time these two teams were battling, which was back on Friday. Seems like forever ago now. So now Brisbane have the puck. They clear the puck out of the zone quickly. Cross ice, getting past the pressure. It's on the stick now of Martin, who fanned on the shot. Backhand just tries to fling it in, but now they're in trouble. It's 3-on-2 if the Jets can make it quickly. Flying into the corner now to try and pick it up. Flynn Island has it in the corner. Scott Lucy in the slot. Mayer still unguarded. Brisbane finally pick up on the threat and shut him down. Now back up onto the blue line. Just fanning on the shot though, trying to keep it in was Abatov, but it ended up being kept in well enough. It wasn't great, but it worked. As now Island tries to do something with it, but he's robbed. Just too many sticks in the way. Now Brisbane with an opportunity. If they clear the puck out of the zone, they do. They've got 2-on-1 if they're quick. Racing into the slot is Corsa. Corsa ends up now with the puck, turns. Had an opportunity for a shot, didn't take it. It's on the stick now of Bould, who tried to do something, goes into the corner. Battling for it now, and Jets looking to clear the puck out. Unable to so far. Brisbane with a good chance now, spinning around. Corsa puts the puck loose into the side. Bould was there, as has often been the case. Bould's done a great job of being in the right place. Just hasn't had the luck that inevitably happens sooner or later. It is a game of opportunities. There's Casey now with room for the Jets. flings it up high around the boards, gets it past the referee, but it's kept in by the Jets, who fling it on the net. Jets get there first. Now it's picked up on the stretch. Sandy, though, watched closely by the Brisbane defence. Back there fast was Hamish Corser. Now the Brisbane team coming with speed. They clear the puck out of the zone. They've got 2-on-1 if they can use it. Corser pauses, goes around wide. Oh, the backhand shot was there for Miller. Just couldn't quite get the stick on it. They'll be ruining that one, Brisbane. That was an absolute gift. Second chance now, puck again loose. As Miller was there, this time on the doorstep. It was a great chance, but it just wouldn't quite go. Beautiful work there, Alex Corser made the right choice. But they just couldn't quite finish off Brisbane. That was an A-grade absolute scoring opportunity that just wouldn't quite go. 3 minutes and 5 seconds to play in the second. This is the second of two. And we will have one more face-off for the Blizzard. Puck goes up to the point. Corser looks to just fling it in along the boards. Does. And this is modified checking. They are allowed some contact. Racing fast down the middle. Flynn Island has some room. Brisbane see the threat and shut it down. Racing back quickly was Duffy, who shut that one off. Island takes the shot. It's a loose bouncer in front of the slot. The GC rebound was waiting for someone to get it, but no one could, and we've got a slashing penalty now. And it's on Brisbane. And making their way over to the naughty corner is Archer Spijvic, who will sit 2 for slashing, giving the Jets the power play for the last 2 minutes of the game. Unless, of course, the Jets can, unless, of course, the Brisbane team can get the puck out of the zone, in which case we would then go to 5 minutes and 3-on-3 sudden death overtime. Although it will start off slightly interestingly if that is the case. Maybe the first few seconds will be 4-on-3, but we'll talk about that if it happens. Can the Jets score? Puck's loose. Brisbane looking to clear the puck out of the zone. They don't. Wishreen gets a shot in through traffic. It's loose. Turning and spinning. The shot there taken by the Jets. It wouldn't go. Now the puck's deep in the corner as they battle. The Brisbane team will be looking to clear the puck out of the zone. And they do this time. It's a little tumbling muffin. Goes all the way down to McMillan in the net for the Jets, who plays it up ice. 1 minute, 20 seconds to play. Here come the Jets with some speed. It's on the stick of Ireland, who leaves it, puts the pass across. It's bouncing across in front of the net. Picked up now by Corser, who rims it round the back. Keeping it in, though. Nice work there, Wijardine, who kept the puck in, but is now just beaten on the race. Flying in quickly. Here comes Duffy. Duffy gets clear, runs into the goaltender, tries to get a backhand shot away. Now the Brisbane team have got a problem. 2 back against 3. Here come the Jets with numbers and speed. But desperate back check there by Mannix. Shuts that one down. That's a game-saving effort there by Merrick Mannix. They put the puck into the corner. 40 seconds to go in regulation. Jets now play the puck up the ice as the Brisbane team flood forwards. Now with the puck, Alex Corser goes back and resets. Forechecking coming in by Hudson Mayer. Puck played hard up the boards, but doesn't clear the zone there for Brisbane. They've got to clear the puck out of the zone now. Just 25 seconds to play in the period. Can they take it through to overtime? They'll be desperate to do so. They've got to get the puck out of the zone, and they don't. Jets manage to keep it in just so close as Wang now dispossessed, ran into a wall of yellow. Another shot comes in, and they have scored the goal with just a second or two to play on the clock. That will do it for the Jets. Desperate defence there by the Brisbane team. Not quite enough. And the Jets take this one with just a couple of seconds to play. We'll tell you who scored that one. It was a bit hard to tell from here, but it was on the power play. Jets this time reversed the result of the previous game. Not quite sure who did score that one, but we'll know in just a second. So the consolation final there for the under-13s, won by the Melbourne Jets over the Brisbane Blizzards, 3-2 on the power play in the end for the Blizzard. So goals for the Blizzard to Martin and to Corser. For the Jets, goals to Sandy, and the system will tell me who got the other one in just a moment when it catches up with reality. So it was Ireland who got the last one, and we're not yet sure exactly who scored that game winner, but we should get it in a second. Still waiting on the system to update on that one. But regardless, a great little game there. Very exciting. It doesn't get better. Much better than a game-winning goal with just 1 or 2 seconds to play. We'll be back with more finals coming up in not very long at all. Thank you for being with us here at iceHQ for the Next Gen tournament.